Good morning, this is Jan Hibbard from Log Cabin Leather for another session of my Maker Monday series. Once again, I'm not sure if this is live yet, so I'm going to give it a second, and I'm going to repeat that. Good morning, this is Jan Hibbard from Log Cabin Leather for another session of my Maker Monday series. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you don't know who I am, my business is Log Cabin Leather. I'm here in the basement of my log cabin home where I make all of my handmade products. So today I'm going to tell you, I'm talking about floral designs. Um, Leatherwork has been around for a long time, so I'm going to talk about that and floral designs and how I interpret floral designs and how I do it a little bit different than the traditional styles. I'm also going to talk about some other events I have coming up, a special trunk show sale I have this month, and other live videos that I have every week. So I'm going to tell you about those events. But again, once again, my name is Jan Hibbard. My business is Log Cabin Leather by Jan. I'm here in the basement of my log cabin home where I make all my handmade leather products. This month I've kind of been talking about custom-made products and things like that. Or this week, I'm going to talk more about kind of the floral designs and the traditional floral designs and, again, how I've interpreted those. So leatherwork has been around for a long time, and traditionally, most of the designs, and still many people that make designs on the leather do these traditional floral designs like this. So now this is something I made many years ago. It's actually a rifle case. It was my father-in-law's. He is gone now. The traditional floral designs like this, you'll see a lot of leather workers doing. And that's still today. And again, made with more depth and detail and things like that than this has. Again, this was made over 40 years ago. Um, but to me, this was not the type of carving I enjoy doing because, well, I guess it is somewhat realistic. But to me, like for a man, it's not very masculine, I didn't think. So I wanted to make something that would appeal more than just that. And see what they did to, make it into kind of a masculine thing. They would do things like this. You can see this picture. There's a, bronking horse. These are patterns for leather things. It was for a notebook cover or something. With the oak leaves around it. Well, all well and good, but how is that a natural? How is that what you would really see? Um, to me that's not very realistic. How often are you going to see a horse like that and then the flowers around it? That's not a natural scene. And again, to me, I'm realistic. I like to see things that look real. So to me, that's not, because you're not going to see the leaves and things like that around the plants. They're also very traditional, and it's, again, a lot of the books. This is in 1950s book. Everything has a floral designs. Now, again, these are for women's handbags, something like that. Maybe not so bad. But again, I want to set out to do things different and make things more, not necessarily more unique, but with different designs and patterns and what other people were making to make my stuff stand out and be different. So, again, you have the beautiful carved floral designs. You also, back in the 70s, which is when I started, you had some very simple floral designs like on a belt, which would have, maybe a flower and then the stem drawn and then another flower and, the same flower all the way down. Very, very simple and basic. Well, that design was kind of pretty, and actually I have a belt that I actually had purchased before I started doing leather work that has a design like that. So that was kind of what inspired me on that. But it was very simple. And again, I like the detail and things like that. So I took that very simple design and made it far more intricate. So again, now this is my Meadow Flowers design. Last week I talked about things with the loon on it. And again, if you're not from New Hampshire, places that have large lakes or ocean, you probably don't know what those are. But in any event, so I talked about those last week. This is one of my most popular designs too. The loon, things with loons on it, and this design is something I've been making for 43 years now. And it is still one of my most popular designs. So I have, and I've made it on more things than I have, other things. So here's a letterbox. I talked about I had a pencil cup, so part of my office line, it had the desk organizer, it had the pencil cup. I also, checkbook covers, notepad covers, belts in all widths. So this is an inch belt. I have it an inch and a quarter. I also have an inch and a half. Again, all the design is going to be a little bit different. This one has butterflies in 2 different sizes, but I also sometimes have ones that I make bumblebees on. and things like that. They're all different because it's just a random design. The colors I use, depending on how many flowers I have, I try to make each flower a different color, things like that. So it depends. Um, I have other simpler designs, like this is, again, a narrower belt. It has a simple floral design. So those are kind of the stamp designs. But still, as far as the carved designs, the floral designs, um, that was all well and good, but I wanted it to be more natural. So I've taken kind of those ideas and making them into pictures. So this is one of butterflies. And again, you can see the flowers around that. At least that's somewhat more natural, like the butterflies are out in the garden, so forth. So that's something that needs to be painted. Or things like this. Now this is for a journal. Well, the covers and stuff aren't my bestseller, so I haven't really, I've made these a couple years ago and haven't actually made it into something. So that's the hummingbirds. And again, so it's in the trees, the flowers, but it's a little more natural because it's more what you might see in nature. So again, that's my style. So this is cardinals. And the apple tree. Or apple blossom tree, or whatever. Apple blossom. So things like that. I like the flowers and stuff nice, but I want them in a more natural environment. Now, something that more recently, which you've probably seen if you've watched it in my videos, is also the flowers like this now for earrings. And so taking the little, flower shapes. So these are all my interpretations of now what I do with floral designs on leather. I have all sorts of the barrettes. Now, see, that's one of the traditional butterfly shapes that I was buying in the past with a floral designer. That's one of my most popular designs. It's on that one. And I didn't really pull out too many more things because I don't have too many things left that have this design on it right now. But again, I've done it on checkbook covers, things like this, notepads, journals, tablet covers, the belts in all widths. Actually, here's another thing with the flowers. Now, this is an old piece, too. This was a clock. Now, see, this was back, Tandy Leather used to sell these clock frames. I don't have anybody that I know that's a carpenter. I'd love to have somebody that could make me the frames because, again, it has to open in the back so that you can, so the clock doesn't stick out. And, again, this doesn't have to stick out that far. I mean, even if it stick out to here and the picture was here, that would have enough so that the clock piece wouldn't stick out. But this was, again, a very, more, again, along the lines of the traditional carvings. It is a design that I did make up myself. I mean, well, the flowers at the corner, probably that was somewhat for a pattern, but how I did it in the middle and so forth. So this was something that was my parents. I'm sure made back in maybe the early 80s. They stopped making these clock frames years and years and years ago. So I know I've had it for a long time. So again, some of my older traditional things with the floral designs, my more recent, my, stand and standby that, again, I've been doing for all these years with the floral designs. And again, now some more, more interpretations of how I like to do the natural, realistic type pictures. New Hampshire is my inspiration. So again, I do have hummingbirds here. Again, I have a picture. A hummingbird nest is so tiny that you really aren't going to find it in the tree. But I know I have a pair that returns every year, so they must be nesting around here. Of course, I have beautiful butterflies, swallowtails, and monarch butterflies. I have lots of milkweed that grows in my yard, and I don't want my husband to cut it down because of monarchs like that, and so forth. Swallowtail butterflies, tiger swallowtails, we have a lot of them around here. And then, of course, I do have cardinals here as well. So those are all things, again, that I see. Also, if you've listened to some of my other videos, my mother was a bird lover, so a lot of the birds are things that my mother loved. And so that's where the birds come from. But, again, all the patterns, all the designs I make are all my own designs. They're all things I come up with myself. So the stamp designs, again, that's a simpler design on a belt. And again, I make belts in all widths for people of all sizes. I custom fit everything. Though as far as some of these designs now, a lot of these things I'm not making anymore because I don't have a market for them. And especially now, since most of my craft shows, I only have possible one this whole summer out of the, the 15 I had scheduled. Um, that one's still pending and may happen, but the rest of them aren't, so I don't really have a market for a lot of these things. So, like, that's why, again, I haven't made these into anything. That was going to be a wall plaque. This is, again, for top of a journal, things like that, a refillable journal generally. And this, I think, was more of a wall hanging, too. Or sometimes I have a portfolio or whatever that I used to put that on, and so forth. But again, I haven't actually finished them into things because those aren't things that necessarily sell a lot for me. So, but custom items like this, if anybody wants a custom item with, you know, certain tooling, certain things on, I do, like I had showed last week, I had a couple custom items. I made a pencil cup with the loons on it. Again, they'd seen some of the loon stuff, and obviously this is about it. Um, but I made one especially for them. Um, so I do a lot of custom orders. Again, belts and all widths for people of all sizes. So you tell me what width you want, and you can look at design. And I will custom fit a belt in the width you want and the length you need. Because again, I know it's hard for some people to find the belts they want in the sizes they need. So I try to address those needs. So that's pretty much it where I'm going to talk about the floral designs today. A couple other events I have coming up is each month now I'm having what I'm calling a trunk show, which is an online sale. It's a live event. It'll be part of my Spotlight Saturdays series, which is, again, another live video series that I have every Saturday. But this one is going to be a live sale where I'm going to have particular items for sale. If you want to get a discount on these items, you need to join my email right on my Facebook page. It's at the top. It says get a 20% discount. Just click on that, and that will bring you to a link where you can sign up to be a VIP Insider. And the VIP Insiders get the special discount code, which they can use, during that sale. They can use anytime on my website. You get other special deals and sales that I don't offer to anybody. Although, in some of these videos, if you're watching live, you can get special discounts and things like that. But you have to, be watching it during a live event, not recorded. But you can always watch these recorded and stuff too if the time is not good. I'd love to know what time people think is the best time to post these because, trying to fit into people's schedules. I know so many of us are doing these live events now that it's hard for me to even. My other series I have a Workshop Wednesday series, and I was going to do that one at 10:30 on Wednesday, but I moved it to 9 a.m. because I have a live event that I want to watch at 10 o'clock. So I'm changing my events because of something else that's going on, because it's going to address an issue I'm having and so forth. So I need to be able to watch that. So again, I have the 3 live events a week, the Maker Monday on Mondays, the Workshop Wednesday where I'm going to take you into the workshop and I'm actually going to work on some of these floral designs. That will be at 9 a.m. this Wednesday. And then I have the Spotlight Saturday where this Saturday will be at 10:30 and I'm going to go over and highlight and give you a sneak peek of some of the items that I'm going to have for this trunk show coming up the end of the month. And I'll give you some more information about that. There will be a preview of the items that will be for sale, the prices, so you can look at everything that will be on the sale ahead of time. Everything will be numbered and it will go in a sequential order. So if you want to order you like item number 52, it might give you a clue how long into the video or into the live presentation I'll be showing that, things like that. So they'll go in order. Information on how you purchase the things and so forth. I'll go over then. Everything will be secure. No information is going to pass directly on Facebook or anything like that. So everything will be secure. So you shouldn't have a problem with that. Again, please, I would love if you'd like or share these videos. Leave comments. In order to leave a comment, you need to follow the page, but that really helps a small business like mine grow. I'd love you to share some of the other events. They should be listed on my Facebook page and so forth. If you join me on Messenger, you should get a link to join me on Messenger if you message me, I think, and then you get reminders about when I'm doing these live events. and so forth. And then if you join my VIP Insiders, my email, I send one email a week. I don't try to overkill, mostly one email a week, again, which comes out on Thursday and kind of reminds you what's going on Saturday for the event and the special deals that you can get during that time when I have the Spotlight Saturday, and then it will review the videos I've had that week and, you know, again, kind of update you on what's going up for the videos the following week. So it gives you a little, you know, update on everything that's going on. And then once in a while, like for the trunk sale, I might, you know, throw another email in there too to remind you what's going on. But basically, it's the once a week. Times vary. I have issues with my email at this time, so I'm having a little issue with some of that. So I'm still working on a little bit of glitches I have there. Signing up for my website is an issue. So the easiest way to sign up if you're watching this is, again, click on the main image on my Facebook page. It says get a 20% discount. Just click on that image and it will bring you to the link to sign up. There's also on the left hand, you know, sidebar, it will say, you know, join VIP Insiders or something like that, email, and you can click on that link as well. Again, so let me just review my upcoming events, and then I'm going to wrap it up for today. Again, this week I have my workshop Wednesday, which will be at 9 a.m., and I'm going to actually be demonstrating creation floral designs. And then I have the Spotlight Saturday, which is going to be at 10:30, both here on my Facebook page, which is Log Cabin Leather by Jan. Again, this doesn't always show up very good in the lighting here. Log Cabin Leather by Jan is my Facebook page. Obviously, if you're watching this, you're on there. So that will be, again, 10:30 the Spotlight Saturday, and I'm going to go over preview some of the stuff for the trunk sale. The trunk sale is June 27th, so I'll be telling you more about that, and so forth. And that, again, will be the online sale. So please leave comments. The best time to broadcast these, again, to get more engagement. I know, you know, everybody's busy. Some people are working from home, so I don't know if evening's better, early morning's better. Please, I'd love to hear in a comment, even if you're watching this on a replay, what time of day is the best time that you think, you know, you'd be most likely to be able to watch it live, or if you would watch it live. I think that's about all I have to say for now. Thank you very much. Again, I hope you join me Wednesday for my workshop Wednesday, where I'm going to demonstrate some of these creating these floral designs. Thank you very much. This is Jan Hibbert from Log Cabin Leather by Jan. And this was my Maker Monday series. Please join me Wednesday at 9 o'clock for my Workshop Wednesday series. And again, I realize the lighting on this does not come out good. Yeah, I think that's about it. LogCabinLeatherByJan.com is my website. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day. Stay safe. Talk to you again soon. Bye.